What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Aliens, the Tabletop RPG. We are here with an amazing cast of folks who are, well, they're going to fight some xenomorphs and have a good time. And, we have a very special guest here today by the name of Rage Mouse, who she is hailing from Newark by Night, which is a really fun VTM game. I've been watching their episodes. It's chaos. It's sheer comedy, chaos, vampire madness. Would you like to take a minute to kind of talk about your character a little bit, or do you want to just jump right into Alien?
My VTM character?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Newark by Night is a dark comedy. We're taking the game at a satirical level. So some things happen that aren't mechanically allowed, which specifically my character is breaking a rule by existing. She's a Ventru that is a farmer. She can feed from animals. And Ventru aren't supposed to be able to be farmers. But I was like, come on, let me spin it. But I only eat purebred. And so like it makes it harder for me to find animals in the middle of the night. And they have to be exotic or a specific breed of some kind. And it's funny because the darkest and like saddest moment in the entire game so far was when my character had to feed on a dog.
Oh.
And I was like,
poor Rover.
In what way does feeding on animals give me more humanity?
Well, it's definitely fun to listen to. Lots of crazy antics. And you are playing a much different character tonight. Would you like to let everybody know just a little bit about your character for Alien tonight?
I am going to be playing the marshal of the... What, you said it's an outpost?
Yes.
Of the outpost.
Outpost.
And I've seen some shit, and I'm hoping to get home to a child someday. So desperate people do crazy things.
Hopefully chat lets that happen. We'll see. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And of course, we have our normal cast here this evening, but I do want to take a brief moment to say that if you like the amazing characters that our beloved Juniper plays, you can catch her on Saturdays with Dean Denial's Twitch playing the Moonstone Matriarchy. So that's a pretty wild show too. It's all woman cast doing just wild antics, being cray, and I love it. So thank you all for joining us. Chat. Little update for you here. If at any point you would like to help, or I can call out to you, I just need you to type !D6 in the chat, and that will generate a lovely roll that will be used against the players in some capacity. Also, by just hanging out and viewing with us, you will earn channel points. Some new options have been added, and all of those crazy channel points can be used to hinder either myself or the players, because chaos is amazing around here. Before we jump into stuff, Juniper, you were about to say something?
Oh, just you were talking about the Moonstone Matriarchy briefly. I was just going to say that our party has... at the moment, it looks like 2 Leroy Jenkins type characters. So a lot of our time is spent trying to rein them in. And there are recurring jokes of creating magic items that essentially act as those leashes with backpacks that people put on their kids. That hasn't happened yet, but we're hoping soon. Anyway, that's the Moonstone Matriarchy.
I kind of feel like those kind of magic items are definitely needed with like chaotic parties. Like, I almost feel like our Lance Corporal needs one, especially when you go to large cities. That would probably help a lot. So briefly, real quick recap. The party had picked up a crate, a few crates that were full of... I'm going to write down that roll there. Picked up a crate with some personal belongings on the last planet, which was a large, like, city planet. Everybody got to eat some questionable meat and some noodles, and just
Okay.
have a little bit of a good time off ship. Lance Corporal Deacon got to taste the color purple for a little bit, so that's kind of a wild ride. Jeff suffered a broken hand. Who was the one who runs the Wayland Yutani shipping thing on this particular planet. But the ship took off without incident. Everybody was having a great time. They were grabbing some eat on what was that protein pack? Protein pack 1, or was it 4? I can't remember exactly which one it was.
I can't remember anymore.
Protein pack 7, I wrote down. There we go.
There you go, protein pack 7, a delicacy. But unfortunately, somebody's little raccoon hands got a hold of it before the party did, which led to some crazy chase scene through the air tubes of the ship. Once Phoebe was extracted from said air tubes, she was hurriedly carried off to the medical center. That's where our lovely group is going to pick up this evening. All of you enter into the medical area of the ship. Liam has Phoebe secured by the ankles, as I recall.
I think so, yeah.
Yep, pretty sure that's how it went.
So the 4 of you enter medbay.
Okay.
on the examining table over there for now.
Okay. Spin her around and set her very slowly on the table.
I'll approach her gently and say, "Are you hurt? I'm Kara. Is it okay if I have a quick look over you just to make sure you're okay?"
Yeah. I don't think I'm hurt or anything. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You must have had quite a shock. I'll just kind of give her a quick once over, nothing too invasive, just to check that she's okay.
All right. I don't think you suffered any kind of injuries last time, yeah?
Luckily, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily, no.
I think Liam might actually kind of maybe get some of the stuff that we would prep for an X-ray, considering recent events.
Mm-hmm. Yup. Good thinking.
The lead aprons.
It is worth noting that, Lance Corporal Deacon is just kind of like standing in the doorway with weapon at the ready. And Liam and Akara definitely seem nervous. Let's call it nervous. Liam's wheeling over like a portable X-ray.
I didn't break any bones. Like, I don't
think she's got one in her, do you?
Well, we're about to find out. It's better safe than sorry. We should have done it earlier with the last guy. So
Phoebe, we're just gonna take some X-rays of you. If you just hold still, it'll just take him. I promise this isn't gonna hurt you. I'll explain in a minute. We just need to get some imaging of you.
I bet we still have to go out and around the corner.
I'm 12.
Oh, wee lamb.
Yeah. Sure, I guess. I promise I didn't break any bones, but what are you looking for inside me? What?
Just hold still, let the doc scan you. You'll be fine.
And with that, I just go mute.
As Deacon lights a cigarette.
Yeah, no, so I think, we do the normal hospital where everyone has to leave the room and step around the corner to hit the button and come back in. Everyone's crowded around the screens, I imagine.
Yeah. What's that? So everybody's kind of looking over the X-ray, and you do not see any stowaways hanging out in Phoebe's body.
Okay. No stowaways in the stowaways.
Yep.
Oh, that's a relief.
All right. Start putting everything back, wheeling it back to the corner and all that business. So,
I know this is a little bit strange, Phoebe. The last person we had come onto the ship had a let's just say, a stowaway inside them that ended up being quite a scary situation. So I appreciate you cooperating just to make sure that you were not carrying an unwanted intruder with you.
I think Liam would hand Phoebe a lollipop that he got from the planet recently as part of their
Aw.
checkup.
I think I kind of like eye it, sort of like, and then I kind of just like, okay. And I like, unwrap it and start kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna enjoy this lollipop, like regardless. But I'll be honest, I don't really understand, but I'm sorry I spooked you guys. I'm just right now I'm just kind of looking for my dad, and this happened to sort of be the aircraft that was going to him. So I yeah.
Is your dad a passenger on the colony ship?
No. He's actually a roughneck. His name's James Lugo. He was supposed to be back home already, like months ago now, and I don't know. I just started getting kind of worried, and he sort of, the only family I got, so I figured I'd make my way to him. But, I mean, we're on our way there now, so, like, you guys aren't gonna kick me off or anything, right?
Liam looks at Kara.
Doc,
No
you say
words.
she's clean?
What was that, Deacon?
Doc, you say she's clean?
So sorry, my headphones just disconnected for a minute. The last thing I heard was Phoebe saying she was looking for her dad, who was supposed to be home months ago. What did I miss?
So Phoebe's asking, we're already on the way, so just asking if we're still heading that way, and yeah.
As far as I know, that's our next stop, isn't it? To deliver your dad's creative belongings.
Yeah.
About that.
Ah,
Not a whole lot of his belongings per se. I did manage to snag some useful stuff for his job, but I kind of more or less was the package.
how did you manage to get this package on the manifesto? That's quite some skill you've got there.
It's a long story.
I think a montage plays in Liam's mind of how much he was throwing that box around and just kind of cringes.
It's like,
I guess it's a good thing you didn't break anything. Yeah, so
Well, since you're not infected, I have no problem helping you find your father.
Appreciate it.
You're
Yeah.
here now. We're certainly not going to turn the ship around and drop you back again.
yeah, I don't see any reason to turn around if you're already here, and yeah, welcome to the crew.
Are you hungry?
Be our
so
mascot.
after- yeah, our mascot. After you all get some more talking done, get things put away and neat and orderly, Ash calls down over the intercom saying that you will be arriving at the Akira outpost in just a couple hours.
Okay.
Okay, during that time, I would like to use my banter with Phoebe to help reduce her stress and make her feel more comfortable around us.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Phoebe, you were at stress level 1, right?
Yes.
All right. So you are now stress free.
Woohoo! I'm
You
feeling
say
it.
that that's what y'all were doing for the 2 hours there, yeah?
Chit-chatting.
Yeah, I think I would have
Well, we
asked.
heated her up some food and, made her a hot chocolate if those things exist on the ship, that sort of stuff.
Point of order.
You got coffee.
Point of order. All of you get back to the galley. And you see everything that was in the cupboards is now all over the floor.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry.
At a very sliced up vent.
Yes.
I shoot things, I don't pick things up.
All right, I'll
I-
fix the damn vent. That's what I'll spend
I
2
picked
hours doing.
things up.
Yeah, I'm gonna help pick things up too because I feel bad.
Oh,
Like,
I love it. Well, after 2 hours, Liam has repaired the damage he caused. You all have put everything back away into the cupboards. Lance Corporal Deacon has drank like probably 4 cups of coffee watching you all.
It's a miracle
And,
Mr. Coffee survived, to be honest.
Yeah. And your weapon has never been cleaner.
Oh,
But the ship enters into low orbit and touches down on the planet Akira K3J. The atmosphere outside is not entirely human friendly. Basically, the world is covered with if you can imagine, graphite dust and glitter. And it has very high planetary winds, which blow it around like a sandstorm. The landing pad for the facility, Ash has no problems landing on it. Kind of like the exhaust from the ship kind of blows away what bit of the dust is on there. And from the windows and things, you can see the facility ahead. It looks like a single story building that's probably in the realm of 200 feet long. Not quite as wide, but pretty close. It's a very, very large facility. Where you are at the landing pad, there's about a 50-foot walkway that leads to the automatic doors leading into the facility. But to get there, you will need to don your spacesuits.
Oh, jeez.
Do we have a spare one for Phoebe?
yeah, I was gonna say, do they have a child size?
Mm.
Or does she go back in the box?
That's a good question. Liam, I'm gonna say this will be up to you. Roll us a d6.
Oh.
Wrapper and duct tape. I
Wrapper
like
and duct tape.
That's good.
It is a colony ship with children.
That is very true.
That's true.
3.
There are some emergency suits. They weren't intended for the crew because the crew is all adults. But there are some emergency suits for colony children.
Yeah, I think Liam makes a big fuss about checking the suit over, and then like the flight attendant safety protocol, like demonstration for Phoebe.
oh, Liam, you're such a mother hen.
Well, I'm just following suit to all the safety stuff, not really questioning it. Like, I'm just putting all of it on as I'm instructed.
Yeah,
Okay.
double checking the latches. We're gonna make sure Phoebe can make the 50-foot walk without any issues.
All
When
right.
you say high winds, Ray, do you mean high winds as in we're going to have to be fighting them to remain upright? Like, is Phoebe being a smaller human being, is that going to be a problem for her?
That is correct.
Sorry, babies. Go.
Yes, the we're talking like 50 knots. Like Phoebe will very easily just get picked up and taken away. Just
Okay,
Okay.
then.
I'm adding a
tether.
tether.
Yeah, tether to Liam. He's the
Yeah.
heaviest.
Hey.
Is there like a railing to this walkway or
guy!
something that we can attach ourselves to as well? Or is it just like flat asphalt?
there is like a cable that you would click the carabiner on and not, get blown into the atmosphere.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So Phoebe is fully suited up. Everybody else getting their suits on.
Yep. She's
Yes.
tethered to me. So I was like
Okay.
putting on my suit and being like, and you click it like this. And like so we're both fully suited up.
What, you don't have
Okay.
like the baby outfit with her right here in front, you know?
It's like
If they
a
made
little
'em-
papoose. Like
Like a retractable leash.
Perfect.
it's a magical monkey backpack.
Love it.
All right. Everybody is suited up. You are basically standing in the bay, where the door would lower down, and you're looking out the windows and you can just see this wind carrying that stuff around like crazy. And if y'all are ready, the door opens and you begin your trek to the facility. Now, everybody is tethered together, so that is going to eliminate some of the issues. I just need to make sure I got a character sheet open here so I can make sure to ask for the appropriate roles and whatnot.
I vote Deacon goes first.
Of course, I'll take one.
All right. Well, luckily, you are not like the initial settlers of this place, so the wind isn't trying. Well, I mean, it's trying to pull you off of this deal, but you're attached to the line and everything. So you make it all the way to the automatic doors. The problem is the doors do not open.
I guess I'll take a look at the doors.
So it looks like the doors had lost power at some point, and as such, they have kind of locked. So you would have to hotwire the door to get in there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll take a crack at that. I'll actually take Phoebe and take my tether and attach it to Deacon and explain to him what I have to do to fix the door. I imagine it's not right next to the tether.
No, it's a little bit away. Okay, so then we're just gonna need. Let's go with heavy machinery and strength. Let's play to your strengths.
That's all I got. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Roll them 17 dice.
I also have a maintenance jack for 1 extra dice. Oh no, I guess
there
it's
you go.
wiring,
Yeah,
huh?
perfect. I wondered if those would ever come in handy, but here we go.
What locked doors?
No
Hey,
more locked doors.
Nobody locks
on
their doors in
sixes.
space.
1/6 out of all those dice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, thankfully, with the
Wow.
mechanical jack, you get the automatic doors open.
Okay.
Inside, there's a 20-foot by 20-foot square cubicle with like a very thick blast door that's closed. One thing that all of you know from being on different outposts and things like that, that in worlds like these, beyond this door is a decontamination room. So this initial door is what keeps all this graphite and nastiness outside.
Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna wave for everyone to come in and see if I could shut the door behind us. Do I do like a full repair so it will open again, or is this a haunted house situation?
No, it is a full repair. The door does work now, and you get your maintenance jack back, but it only has 4 on its power supply now.
Oh, you're keeping track.
Yes,
Oh,
I
no.
am.
Are there like little windows into the next, like into the decontamination chamber at all? Does anything look amiss at this point?
I'll say that there are, and no, nothing appears to be amiss at this point. Like the floor just has like some of that graphite dusting on it, like you would expect. The blast door itself seems to be fully operational. You just need to hit the red button on the wall to open it up, and it's you can see in the next room that it's another 20-foot by 20-foot room. Hanging on the wall are a number of space suits for people to grab on their way out and things like that. You can see like the little nozzles that spray in the decontamination sprays and whatnot.
Any of the suits
One
missing?
thing though that everyone does notice is that the lights do seem a little dimmer than usual. And that's usually indicative of the facility being on generator power.
Oh, it looks like I'm gonna be able to clock some billing hours. He just takes out his pad, and starts writing things to take care of. Liam will forget if he doesn't write it down.
Okay. All right. So I assume you open the blast door and head into the decon room.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Liam's still going to be annoying with Phoebe, telling her to put her arms out so the spray can reach everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question for you. Do spacesuits mean no armor?
No. You can wear the suit over your armor.
Okay.
So yeah,
Phew.
your armor. Yeah.
I would have
Alright.
double checked myself first.
So the door closes behind you and you get out of the suits. The spray does its thing, kind of gets you all dusted off from the outside. You open the next blast door, which leads into the facility itself. Now, the moment that you do that, Lance Corporal Deacon, you have a radio, don't you?
I do not.
Okay. Beautimus. So directly ahead of you is a hallway that leads to the left and to the right. It's basically just a way to kind of like break any excess wind that makes its way in. So it really doesn't matter which way you go, but you just kind of head around those and you end up in a wider hall. It's 40 feet wide. On one side is a row of lockers. And on the other side is more lockers, but they are behind like a counter. This is like a tool crib and a weapons area where you would check out things. It appears that most of the lockers have been opened, but there are still a few that are closed.
Ray, I lied. I actually do have a comm unit in my armor.
Aha! In that case, chat, can I get another D6 roll while everybody's looking at the lockers?
Oh yeah.
And
if
are
we've-
you
if we've all
gonna?
got the-
I'm
If
sorry.
we've got the M3 personnel armor, I think we may all have comms units actually.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we all bought that.
All right, even better. So all 3 of you, because I don't imagine Phoebe's wearing M3 armor.
No, definitely not.
2. Okay. Yeah, so all 3 of you kind of hear a voice come over your comm system. It's like a generic kind of weak distress call at first, but Marshall, why don't you what are you saying over this radio?
Come in. Is anybody there? Anyone in the facility? Outpost K3J. Anyone? Anyone in the facility? I'm wounded.
Deacon will attempt to call back. This is Wei Yu Colony ship Rocinante, just arriving on world to drop off a package. What's your location? Over.
The location is, where did I put you? You are on the 2nd floor in the you are on the 2nd floor in the westmost room to the westmost turn right.
So is that like
Hopefully
second
with
floor
another
down?
3.
So they're going up.
They got to go down.
Down. Okay.
But y'all don't really know that at the moment. Like when you saw it from the outside, it was just a single-story building.
Yeah.
Mm.
But this person's saying they're on the 2nd floor.
What seems to be your bother? Over.
There's been structural damage. I was caught under some debris. There is a creature in the building. It's crazy looking. I only glimpsed it in the cameras. It's got appendages, multiple, potentially wings. It looked like an insect, a huge bug.
Does this sound anything like the xenomorph that we saw?
Nope, not with that description.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deacon will immediately go on alert.
Yeah. I think Liam would be like, do we take Phoebe back to the ship? Put her somewhere safe?
Just as a question, for the lockers, do I see any of them with my dad's name on it?
You do, in fact, yes.
I think, like, I kind of just almost zoned out with, like, that and kind of just going over to his locker, which I'm gonna assume is locked, but being like he's here, like, I just want to see my dad.
So his locker is actually still closed, but you're able to just kind of pop it right open, and inside there's 2 cutting torches, 2 maintenance jacks, and 2 electronic toolkits.
Dang. You got a stash.
Christmas for Liam.
Yeah. I think Liam is actually
your dad's
going
not gonna
to.
need these, I promise.
I think Liam's actually going to like take Phoebe by the shoulder and be like, because she can't hear anything, right? We're all just able to hear that there's a creature. I think he would tell Phoebe, he'd be like, Phoebe, there's been an accident. Potentially still accidents to come, but you have to go back to the ship.
My dad's on this ship, or the not ship, outpost. Like, my dad is here. Like, if something's happening, like, I just need to get to him. You know, I just need to see him.
We're gonna look at
Liam.
Kara like.
As much as
Little
I
help
hate
here?
to say this, I think Phoebe's right. In order to get to our injured party, we're going to need several of us, and I don't know that we can spare anyone to get Phoebe back to the ship. I feel
She's
like she probably
12.
does have to stay. I know. There is no ideal solution here.
If you insist, Phoebe, stay quiet, stay close, and watch our 6.
Watch what?
Our watch behind us.
Okay. And then for the stuff in the locker, I'm gonna kind of like grab it and turn to Liam and be like, I think you could use most of these, but I've been on a job or two with my dad, and so I kind of know how to work this cutting torch and electronic kit. You said, right?
What was the list again, Ray? Sorry.
Yeah, 2 cutting torches, 2 maintenance jacks, and 2 electronic toolkits.
Yeah. So basically, I take 1 cutting torch and 1 electronic kit, but I give you everything else.
Electronic kit. So I have all of that stuff as well. So I'm doubling up.
Nice. We
You're a
Right.
beast of burden.
I am a very large man.
Yeah.
if the storyteller is giving us stuff, I expect we're going to need it. So
Yeah, no, metagaming. I'm like, oh no. Okay,
right?
yes. So Liam is not pleased about Phoebe being here. It is knowing that they're outvoted, just kind of quiet for once.
I'm
Peace
gonna
and
hop on. I'm gonna hop on comms for a moment and say to our mystery voice, this is Cara Murphy, Rocinante medical officer. What is your status? We're coming to you. What is your status medically?
Oh, you're
You're muted,
muted.
hon.
Stable. I've tied it off with my jacket, but I've got something in my leg.
Hi, this is Liam here, Marshall. Could you give us access to the camera feeds remotely?
Can I?
So unfortunately, the room that you are in is a science storage area. So you don't have access to any of the good stuff in here. Everything that you saw was before you took off running and ended up in this area. Now, I will say that when you made your way into this room, there was definitely carnage happening. Like, you could hear people screaming bloody murder. There was all kinds of stuff happening, but it was coming from the floor below you. Then suddenly, all the power went bye-bye. And things went very, very quiet.
Okay.
I cannot. Where I am is a science storage. She's going to tell them the location of the floor and room where the cameras are. She would at least know that, since that's where she was.
Yes.
Please be advised, it is very dangerous. I don't know if there's anybody else alive, but if it is too dangerous to get to me, well, I would understand.
Marshall, I think we're all on accord that we are coming to get you. Phoebe, earmuffs.
I'm not a complete child, you know. I'm actually gonna be a teenager next month. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Marshall, would you happen to know the location of a Mr. Lugo? Ray.
Right. So, Mr. Lugo is one of the roughnecks that helped establish this facility. Very friendly guy. The last you knew, he was down on the 4th floor, working on the fusion reactor, which powers this entire place.
Wait,
Just Stop me if y'all have heard this one before.
So, wait, is that relayed to them? And I still can't hear, right?
Correct.
Okay,
No.
but I heard you say that, so I think I'm gonna kind of like tug on your sleeve or whatever and be like, so what did they say?
What are they saying? What are they saying?
Yeah, like what?
Who's Marshall? Where's my dad?
Liam,
The last time you're,
Nope.
Liam clears her throat, and they're like, they don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. They could be anywhere. We'll have to figure out more when we get access to cameras.
Is 4 the lowest level?
4 is the lowest level, yeah.
Okay.
don't worry,
I'm
Phoebe.
familiar
Last
with
time
Mr.
he was
Pluto.
seen,
He would
alive.
be on our lowest level. He was assigned to the power.
I don't relate any of that to Phoebe. Very much, they're not aware at the moment, but we'll find them when we get to cameras.
Solid.
Does
that mean
sit
the
down
party's going to
comms.
continue forward?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aaron?
After just saying, sit tight. We are coming to you. Keep talking to us. Keep letting us know your status, especially if anything changes. We're coming to you.
Is there anything in this room of relevance to her? The science storage she's held up in?
Not in relevance to Marshall Hicks, no.
Okay.
It's all nerd stuff. The party heads into the next area, which is a 120-foot wide room that's takes up most of the length of the building. Way far ahead of you, there are 3 elevators, 2 small, what would be considered single elevators, and one in the middle, which is for taking equipment, like larger equipment down. To your right, there is more blast doors, which lead to the garages where they would keep the planetary vehicles. Within this massive room, you can see the Wayland Yutani logo just emblazoned on the floor. It's like kept super waxed up and shiny. It's like one of those massive office building floors. There's nothing else in here.
She said she was on the 2nd floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess cautiously approach the elevators.
Okay. Are you going to take one of the smaller elevators or the central larger elevator?
If we all fit comfortably in a small one, I guess it's probably faster.
Yeah, a small elevator it is.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sounds so.
Cautiously, you push the elevator button. Ding! The elevator door opens proudly. The first thing that catches your eye is there is a body sitting on the floor, legs spread, like for balance. It's kind of slumped over. And you see that there is a large hole in this person's chest.
I close the elevator.
We're going to need that note card a lot, I think.
Any
Nope, run.
movement? I can't close the elevators. How elevator doors work? But is there any movement?
Kara's
You all
moving.
stare at
She's-
this body.
she's-
Do not
she's
see
actually-
any other movement, and the door comes closed again. Phoebe, you've just witnessed.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I saw it too, but I think I'm gonna get closer to Liam and kind of like damn near hold his hand.
Yeah, I definitely take a hold of your hand and be like, I think Liam's just definitely keeping a close eye on Phoebe, and I think Liam is going to kind of pass Phoebe off to Kara as he goes to move the body out of the elevator. Don't look. He opens the door again. There's nothing. He tries to be somewhat ceremonious about it. When I move the body, I just kind of put it over to the side. I don't think he looks at it. He doesn't do like any closing of the eyes or anything. Just very quick, not like rough or anything. But then back.
This is extremely familiar sight. You all have seen another body that looked exactly like this.
Shit.
Is it male or female?
It is a female.
Do a quick check for like identification.
Okay. You kind of like look through and you find like one of those little government badges kind of thing. And it says Caroline Ripa, Science.
All right, I'll take that badge and pocket it. I assume it's like I'm hoping it's an access pass or key card of some kind.
Correct. Yes.
Clever girl.
Loot the bodies.
That's better than let the bodies hit the floor.
Deacon will go ahead and get on the elevator and motion everyone else to join him.
All right. I'm now right back next to Phoebe, and with Kara, kind of
I've had
a
an arm
Phoebe
around her.
sandwich.
Mm.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think she's just really, really quiet. Like it's definitely hitting her that like stuff is happening. Like, yeah, but she's just thinking about her dad right now.
It's not looting, it's adventuring. So the elevator door closes, and since nobody's really saying anything, like as the elevator is going down, you can just hear the most god awful like lounge music playing over the elevator speaker, like
I pulled the wire out the
completely
speaker.
against the scene of what's happening.
Come on, get down with the scene.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Um,
I think Liam goes like, "Oh, no, we need to be quiet," and like just pulls the wire out of the speaker.
Yeah.
Liam's trying his best to like not even breathe loud.
Meanwhile,
Loot
I've
the
got
bodies
the bodies on the floor.
floor.
I've kneeled down in front of Phoebe, and I'm just sort of looking her in the eyes and saying, "We're gonna do our best to find your dad. Just remember to be quiet, keep your eyes open, and we're gonna stick together, okay? We've got this."
And I'm just shaking my head like you're not hearing a peep from me right now.
I think Liam looks at Lance Corporal Deacon and kind of, with as much as he can convey with just a look, goes like, "She makes it out," right? Like, kind of looks at her like, priority.
Deacon will return to eye contact and just give a simple.
I think out of like just kind of like nervousness, like she just puts her like self-adjusting welding goggles like on her face. Just kind of, it's almost like a not necessarily that it would protect me, but it feels like it would sort of. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just out of nervousness.
A crutch.
It's your
Yeah.
armor.
Very bad.
Exactly.
Okay.
I
That and
think
the
the fact
plot.
that we have a child with us is the only reason that Kara is not losing her shit right now. She's like, I've got someone to look after. I can't lose my shit.
I think
Alright.
Liam wants to be like, we should have put her back in the ship, but it's not a helpful time or place for that. So it's just like,
Just
The
open the
elevator dings proudly. I will say though, real quick, when you all got on the elevator and selected second floor and stuff, you noticed that there's actually 4 floors to this building. So you head down to the second floor. It dings, opens up, and you are met with a really wide hallway It's only like 20 feet from, or 30 feet from you to the wall, but there's an automatic door to the left and an automatic door to the right.
I think I look at Deacon and I kind of point like I'm gonna look down this side.
I put my gun up. I got him covered. We're sticking together.
Okay. So I'm gonna be making my way towards where the marshal is. We're looking to do an in and out.
And then
Okay.
over
And,
y'all's radio, she's just singing.
So are you going to head to room G or room H? That's how I'll word it.
G.
Okay.
Gee, I wish I brought it back.
You head to room G. The automatic doors are struggling to open.
Can you think you can fix it?
Yeah.
I can fix
Can I
that.
kind of look through? Is it like kind of a little bit open, or are we talking like I could hear like mechanical nits,
Yeah,
but
like
it's not touching?
you can hear it trying to open, but the door itself just won't go.
All right.
Is the door warped at all, or is it like stuck from the other side? We could infer.
With Tofu's roll of a 3, the door is warped. It looks like something hit it from the inside, which caused the doors to bow out a little bit.
Okay. I guess I'll try to kind of. Actually, what I will do is, if I could shut off power to it, and then wrench it open a little bit, because I'm guessing something that made that much of a hit would need a wider door to kind of get through. So I'm kind of trying to make like a choke point.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So go ahead and roll your heavy machines and strength and whatever applicable bonuses that you'll get. I don't know if you're going to try and use another maintenance jack or.
Yeah, I'll use the maintenance jack. Alright, so that was. Hold on, let me count my dice.
Is it possible to help in some way? To add a help dice in there?
Is there something you think that you'd be able to do to help?
To be fair, I can't think of how to help. I was just hoping you would say yes without asking me specifics.
That's no successes. I have 4 5s.
Oh.
Wow. That's great. Would you like to push the roll?
Deacon will step up to help this time as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'll push the roll. What does that entail again? I can't remember.
You roll it again, same way as you did before. This time I will allow Kara and Lance Corporal Deacon to help without specifics. So you get 2 extra dice. But you do gain 1 level of stress.
All of us?
No, just Liam.
Okay.
All right. The stress die is added. This is a total of 11 dice. So 1 success.
1 success
no
is enough to
stress
open
die.
the door, though. In this room, you can see that there's just there's like a large receptionist desk and a bunch of filing cabinets, and there's like papers and folders just strewn everywhere. Directly across the room from you is a very small automatic door, which is stuck in the open position.
What are the light levels of the room?
Just dim like the rest of the building so far.
Yeah. You know what I will do?
Home on the right.
I guess I go into the room.
Okay. Darth Caustic's initial roll of a 1. You find debris. There's no like body in here. There's no blood. It's just empty.
Okay.
Were these rooms labeled G and H on the outside, or was that just out, in game how you were referring to them?
That was just in game, but there is a like a placard that says that this particular room is where is it? There it is. It's like intake. So when stuff gets delivered and people arrive, stuff like that, they go through this room. The other side, that one said that it was for outgoing.
Okay. I'm going to hop on the comms and just very quietly just ask, we're on floor 2. There's an intake room or an outgoing room. Which direction to get to you?
They both lead the same way.
Oh.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, so just a bunch of nis in the room. I think I'll kind of keep pushing through.
Okay.
You said the other automatic door was stuck all the way open?
Correct.
Am I getting the impression that it's done that way? Like, is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, you could pry it closed, but it's again, it's one of those situations where the doors opened up and then they got stuck that way because of the power being out.
Okay. The lighting level's still kind of low, so I'm still making my way towards the marshal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heading through the small automatic doors, you are in a 10-foot wide hallway that stretches for quite a ways before turning to the right. The hallway does continue straight, and you can see that on the left there's another set of smaller doors, which, using powers of deduction, leads into the outgoing room.
Okay.
Much like this door leads to the incoming. And kind of peeking around the corner, you can see there's a very long hallway that stretches all the way down to a brick wall. And along this hallway, there's a number of doors, and they're all labeled with various offices. There's corporate offices, like where the corporate agents would sit. There's a law enforcement office, things like that. Way down on the very end, though, you can see the sign for science storage. Down this hallway, though, you do see there's quite a bit of debris. Like, it looks like something went through and was trying to rip doors off of the hinges, and there's deep gouges taken out of the brick wall.
Hey, I have one hand firmly on Phoebe's shoulder in front of me, and the other hand has the gun out, but not letting go of this child.
Yeah.
Deacon will take over moving point down the hallway.
Okay.
And powers of observation, since we've had to deal with this before, do we see any vents along the ceiling or walls?
No, there's no like exposed vents in that form.
Okay. Well, then I make eye contact with everyone and just have them tell them to move forward.
I'll take up the rear. I'll watch behind us.
And approach the storeroom if we can.
All right. Oh yeah, thank you, Psycat. I appreciate the sub, the gift sub. That's amazing. Thank you very, very much for that.
Thank you.
Deacon, you continue down the hallway. Marshal Hicks, from outside of the storage room, you hear somebody coming down the hall. Deacon, when you get to the door, you can see that it is not an automatic door. However, it is a door that requires badge access.
I pull the badge that we picked up out of my pocket and attempt to open the door using that.
Beautiful. Tofu's second roll of a 3. You both hear an audible beep as the light turns green and the door opens up. Inside, there is stuff dumped and smashed and broken everywhere. But your keen eyes quickly fall upon the marshal, who is underneath said debris. There is a lovely pool of blood that is kind of made its way around the room. Now, Marshal Hicks, I'm going to say that given this whole nightmare scenario that you've been dealing with and hearing this something coming down the hall, you know that the people are there. Is this a situation where you're going to start just, pow, I'm just going to start a firing?
No. I'm not Yosemite Sam.
Where's the fun in that? We're just trying to give Tim some stress dice here.
Yeehaw!
Yippee-ki-yay.
You know, I'm just so trigger happy when I'm stuck under debris and bleeding out.
You saw some shit happening. Just saying.
Okay. So,
After doing a super quick scan of the room, Kara grabs out a med kit and basically runs over to the marshal and does what she can to sort of stabilize things, completely not paying attention to like what's going on around. It's like hurt person, gotta help.
Yeah, I think Liam tells Kari, let me know when you want that lifted.
Yeah.
Medical aid empathy, please.
And could the marshal also hear that something's coming? Or something's on that floor?
So before you didn't hear that there was anything running around causing chaos outside. It was all from below you.
Hey, somebody could roll.
A good doctor.
2 successes.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So Marshal Hicks, you are completely stabilized and you get your health back and all that. So you're good. You're going to have a little limp, obviously, but you're not bleeding to death. So that's good. Liam and Deacon, whenever you are ready to start moving things, just give me a straight up strength check.
We did shut the door behind us.
I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Could I possibly add a help die by like trying to find something to lever, like sort of
absolutely
applying science to the situation, I guess.
So we're both rolling separate. Is it just strength? You want a flat strength?
Yep, flat strength.
Is this gonna still hurt?
Nah.
Maybe. Depends on their rolls.
But you'll be able to move.
Maybe.
Restabilize me.
I grab out some nap relief, and I'd say, I have nap relief. This is an instant pain reliever, and it will help reduce your stress as well. However, if I give you too much, if I give you more than one dose, it can be intoxicating, so it might not allow you to have your wits about you. Would you like a dose?
Give it to me after.
I have
No,
1 success.
2 successes.
Hey.
Alrighty. Beautiful. You managed to get everything off. Kara, with all of the help that she provided, everything goes great. You get all the debris off.
Abraham Lincoln.
I love the marshal. I give you the nap relief. Yep.
Nice little dose of nap relief makes things feel much better.
Yeah.
Wait. Is one of you a child?
Small one.
Yeah.
You
Well,
brought a child?
She wouldn't take no
Liam's
for an
just-
answer.
I'm looking for my dad, James Lugo.
She's gonna start to she has no filter usually, but she's gonna eye contact and just be like, well, I'm sure he's here somewhere.
Oh God.
Marshall, would you have any way of tracking anyone down on level 4? Cameras?
Is there any equipment for them to use in the room with the cameras?
So in your particular office, which is across the hall, we'll say that it is room M. You have a few, one of those walls of TVs that has all the different cameras on it and stuff. Last you knew, that was still working.
Where is my office?
Pretty much straight across the hall.
Well, if there's still power running to my office, you should be able to see a few cameras in level 4 along the main areas and probably one of the secure zones.
Got it.
Do people here wear data transmitters at all? And I'll just flash the screen that I've got that shows me everybody else's vital signs on the team. Like, anything like this?
Would the marshal have access to something like this?
No, unfortunately.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Fucked up.
Ray, quick question. Does this room have a phone?
Yes.
Can I get the number from that phone?
There's a oops one too. Yes, you can get
I
the
imagine
number.
it's,
I'm not going
on
to
it,
make
you
it up.
know.
Like 555.
555.
Well, so my plan going forward, I think Liam has played kind of with these creatures before with sound. So if we were somewhere else on this level, he would call that phone to bring it that way. Because Liam's since messed around with these creatures. He knows they follow sound.
We're experienced.
Big brain moment. I like it.
Big brain. Huge
Heading
brain.
across the hall to the law enforcement office, you see that the TVs are kind of flickering, but still sending some kind of feed. And down on the 4th floor, you see just... We said it earlier in the stream on chat. There's just bodies everywhere.
I think Phoebe's getting closer and closer to the screen and being like, "My dad's down there."
Do the bodies look arranged in any manner of sorts?
Oh yeah, they spell out the word help. No.
All right, Ray. But does it look like they walked around for a little bit, maybe with...
All right, so here, let me set the scene a little bit more appropriately. You see scientists, medical officers, and other roughnecks are just everywhere. I mean, some are missing limbs, others just have holes exploded out of their bodies in some way. Not just the chest, we're talking back, neck, thighs. It's really bad. Deacon, you immediately notice that slumped up against one of the walls is a colonial marine who is wearing an ape suit. Not hey, I'm dressed like a gorilla, but the ape combat suit. He is very clearly dead.
Is the suit intact?
It is, and he is carrying a 1 second, so I can tell you the exact name of it.
Come on, smart gun.
It is a smart gun. The M56A2 smart gun. It even seems to still have a little bit of the smoke coming off of it.
Deacon will turn to the marshal, and did you get a good look at this creature?
It was moving really fast. Caught glimpses in several of the cameras. It looked non-human, larger than a human, and it had all sorts of appendages.
Well, for it to kill a fellow Marine like that, this thing is above our pay grade.
Phoebe, honey, I think we need to go. I don't know if we can go to look for your dad on level 4.
I think she's almost like not quite hyperventilating, but like you can definitely tell like her heart is racing. Her eyes are like wide and being like I have to see him. He has to be down there. He's still there's. I just have to see him.
Is there anything in the other cameras? Marshall's going to be like watching all of the feeds as they rotate out while they're just talking there.
Sure. So as you're watching the other feeds, you can see the room with the fusion reactor, which is powered down presently. That does not have anybody in it. The boiler room, which is kind of set up like a maze. It's kind of hard to really get a clear view. You don't see any movement in there either. But in the final room, it's kind of like a storage room. Let me make sure I tell you exactly what's in there. Yeah, it's a large storage room. You see that the wall appears to be like ripped open coming in. So something came in that way. And you can see like a little bit of that graphite and glitter dust kind of blowing in through that exposed area.
While we're here, could Liam be doing that action to calm himself down off of his 1 stress? Which is playing with that wooden bear figurine, like whirring it in his hand. Get rid of that stress because I'm sure I'm going to get it back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So we have no way of any sort of anything that James is even in one piece or even in one room.
So using the little controller to kind of move some of the cameras around and check things out, Marshall Hicks, in that main room, as you're kind of spinning the camera around, you do actually see that there's a few people that are like still alive down there. They're crawling on the floor, trying to head towards that room that has the hole exploded out of it.
Do any of them look like my dad?
Let's consult the rolls from chat.
Let's be even more traumatic. Let's word it this way. Do any of them look like her dad to her? Just her perception.
Just her.
Yeah, true.
Tofu wants to use channel points to increase Liam's stress.
Oh.
That's messed up.
I
That
guess
is
watching a
so-
panicking child would do it. Did they do
Oh,
that?
no, okay. Tofu says that she is tempted to.
Oh, okay.
Are you all trying to get us killed? Because that's what it seems like.
I don't know how hard they're going to have to try. I mean, we got in. That's the easy part.
Mhm.
Oh, who did it? So
Oh my
you
God.
were
Enough points yet.
Oh shoot.
you were rubbing on the bear, trying to breathe. You got your stress brought down, and then just for some reason, like it all started playing through your head again, and especially what happened on the ship. And oh man, here we go again, and that level of stress returns.
Okay.
Mhm.
I imagine I see the marshal look at the camera at the movement of those people crawling, and then Phoebe asks, "Do any of those look like my dad?" And it's just immediate, like, "Oh shit."
So with Psycat's roll of 6 earlier, the one that is closest to the hallway that leads to that explodey room does look like 98% like your dad.
Is the monitors like kind of up, or like could I like touch it?
No, they're like up.
Okay.
Like
Well, I'm just
everybody's
gonna like
kind of looking up at them.
that one. There's my dad. There he is. We need to go get him.
And I'm looking at the third level down. That's where the movement is. Everybody's dead on 4, and you said,
Oh no, this is on the 4th floor.
okay, so this is 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Saddle up, lock and load.
Yeah. We didn't.
There's a hole in the underground level,
Yep.
and stuff's coming in from the ground.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Like implying a cave?
100%.
Okay,
It
I was
implies
just like,
cave.
I'm confused.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a cave
I-
or a tunnel that leads straight to the outside.
So, Liam knows a few things. A, they react to sound. B, they hate fire. So, knowing that they're going in, I think Liam has one flare, and he's going to give it to Phoebe
Oh hell yeah.
and tell her if there's anything that ends up chasing you, looking at you, pull this tab and keep running.
Wait, what is it? A flare? You said?
It's a flare. Yeah, so I've taken it off my character sheet and I've given it to you.
Okay.
I only had one of them left.
All right. I'm gonna add it.
I quite enjoy the idea of a Rancor Xenomorph. That's...
Oh lord.
I'm waiting for Phoebe
Alright.
to have her Jurassic Park T-Rex moment with.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So they're making their way out of the facility via cave. Could
Seems
we
that way.
go out of the facility and make our way into the cave with the buggy?
Possibly. You'd have to know where the entrance to this cave is.
Yeah, that's true.
And how wide the cave is and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Is there any way to get their attention? Oh, I guess that would get
There's
their,
not.
the creature's
They're
attention.
crawling
I hate this. I hate it.
Alright.
All right.
Is there a PA system? Surely there's a PA system.
It's an 80s horror movie. You got to go down there.
Okay,
Ah.
guys, we can't stay in one place too long, or whatever this is gonna find us. We got to get moving, no matter what we do.
Okay. So
One of the monitors has Oregon Trail on it.
Someone
It
died
just
of
says
dysentery.
it just says you died of dysentery. That's
oh no. Okay. Liam begrudgingly gets ready. I guess we go back to the small elevator, or we'll probably need the large one now. With if we end up getting all the people out.
maybe.
I asked the marshal, how far is that room from the elevators? Is it how much area do we have to cross to get there?
The elevators open directly into that room.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Quick.
the main room off of the elevators. We can probably get to that floor before they get to that room if we're fortunate. But I'm not seeing that monster on any of these screens. I don't know where it would be.
Yeah. Okay.
We gotta just take the risk, I guess.
We head towards the elevators, I guess.
Cautiously.
Yep.
Cautiously. You get to the elevators just fine. You're gonna take the same elevator you've been riding, I'm guessing? Or are you gonna open the center one?
I don't. Well, we
I
saw
like how
a
you asked
number.
that question.
Yeah,
Ask
But
the
I don't
questions
like
here.
how you asked the question.
Just trying to run a game.
I'm not sure how
Certainly
many
not trying
people
to
could
kill you
fit
all.
in the small elevator. So there's 5 of us now. If we get just the dad, it's 6. But if we get the other people that are also crawling, that's a lot of people in a small elevator.
Yeah, we should take the freight.
Yeah.
Marshall's gonna be immediately like, as they approach the big elevator, just
Oh
like,
yeah.
Gotta
All right.
shove Phoebe
Yes.
behind me.
Is there any
Locked,
way to,
loaded, ready to
before
go.
we call the elevator, is there any way where I can get access to the door to slam it shut again?
So paranoid.
Yes.
What did I ever do to y'all? Go ahead and give me heavy machinery and strength.
Alright. I don't know why I check my character sheet every time like I know it's not 8. Hoping
Like I
for
don't know already.
Would you say this is some sort of wiring where I can use SSDD on it? The little tablet?
Absolutely.
Okay. Some sort of schematic or something like that. Oh, my stress. Thanks.
Yeah, don't forget the stress.
I got a success, but I also got a 1 on the singular stress die that I rolled.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
That's
You
beautiful.
do hate
Beautiful.
to see it.
Well, luckily, I think at stress level 1, even if you rolled a 6 on that, don't think anything happens.
I'd have to double check.
Panic table, where are you?
Right?
103.
Oh, yeah.
Stress
If he
and
rolls a
panic.
7, it's just a nervous twitch,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Well,
Although that would
Leon,
increase
Yeah,
everybody's stress level.
yeah, it would.
So do I now go up by, now I have 2 stress? I notice my hands are shaking as I'm messing with the wires.
I don't think failing the stress roll does that.
Oh, that's right. I
Nothing
roll
like-
for panic now, right?
You do, yes. So
Okay.
you'll roll your d6 and add your stress level to it.
That's a 5 total.
Okay, so yeah, nothing happens. You just you're nervous, but you're keeping it together.
Okay. Alright, so I get the door all rigged up and then call the elevator. But I do that thing like where you hit the light switch when you're going upstairs at night, where I hit it and then run back real quick.
So for the chat, to use your points, down underneath where you type, there's a little button called advancement points, and you click on that, and it should have some options for you to choose from.
Oh,
yes, but then when you
nice.
go to click and it gives you descriptions, how do you actually redeem?
Should just hold on one second. Let me check. Let me try a thing. I'm gonna click it. Gives you the description, and then yeah, you just type like whoever's name into the chat box and hit enter.
After clicking the thing you want.
Yes.
Make my monster grow. Are you serious, Ray?
Oh, well, if that's what he's... I don't need to spend my points.
That one's been around for a long time. I like that one.
That's
all
what I
right,
was about to
so
spend my points on.
as
Oh
you
no,
should.
nobody's done it yet. So if you want to, go for it.
We'll see.
It's stackable.
I can
Every
I can
time somebody uses it, the
I'll
monster
do it
doubles.
later after he tells us how big it already is.
All right, so Liam, you hotwire this elevator to shut quickly in the event of an emergency. You call the elevator up, opens up. There's nobody inside. There's a few of like those 3-tier carts that people could like load stuff on to push it around instead of having to carry it. There's some normal tools, things like that in here. Nothing too crazy.
All aboard, who's coming ashore.
What's that?
All aboard, who's coming ashore.
Everybody jumps on. Elevator heads down. Elevator opens up to the largest room. It's actually the same size as that initial room way up on floor 1 that had the Wayland Yutani logo on it. It's that size. The smell of dead bodies kind of strikes your nose immediately. And looking around, you can see there is people everywhere. So the floor is both sticky and slippery at the same time. Pass. Phoebe,
Roll for
you
vomit.
see
I mean,
your father crawling across the floor.
What, is he not really her father?
Baja.
Yes, I'm about to find out because I immediately sprint towards him.
No way.
She's loud about it too.
I
Phoebe
try and
takes
grab
off
her.
across the floor.
Probably miss.
So first of all, Phoebe,
Yes.
let's see if this is your dad.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Gonna need you to roll a d6.
Hmm.
And you have to beat Disgruntled Goat's original roll of 5.
Oh, wow.
For those counting at home.
Oh man.
Tyler.
Oh my god. Wait. Like I just want to show. I
Hey!
Oh
literally-
my god! Love
Take
it.
that, disgruntled goat.
Yeah.
You luck out and
Stay disgruntled.
roll this person over to be met face to face with your dad.
And I think I just I just hug him.
Oh hell
Like-
no, we gotta go.
No, I just immediately just hug him Dad, oh my god, what happened? I'm actually starting to cry and everything like that. And I'm just kind of
This is all very heartwarming. We ain't got time for this.
Yeah, Liam is picking up Phoebe and is pick up back on the feet, does a quick cursory look, and quickly picks up the father.
Yeah, no, Hicks would be helping drag Dad, and
Yeah.
if anybody else has crawled into the room successfully.
Yeah, we're
Now, how many survivors are there at this point crawling?
Oh, let's see. We're going to use a whole bunch of rolls here. There are 7 survivors, not including Phoebe's dad.
How many
I
took the
need
elevator?
everybody.
Oh, that's 3 too many. That's too bad.
I need everybody to roll for me.
Is he unconscious? Sorry.
No, he's
No, he isn't.
I mean,
okay.
almost. He's very lucid, or not
Okay.
lucid. He has no idea what's going on right now.
Okay.
He thinks he sees you,
Mhm.
but this is probably just
Fever
blood
dream.
loss.
Got you.
I need everybody to make an observation wits roll for me.
Oh no, I don't like the sound of that.
No, I'm so bad at these.
Hey, explain to me my what
Yeah, what do we need to do?
So
you
you're
have
going to
wits?
take whatever number is in observation and whatever number is in wits. You're going to add them together and roll that many d6s.
Oh, okay.
I just rolled 8 d6s and got nothing. Fuck you, Dice. Oh man.
You're busy.
Yeah,
You're,
we need a 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get anything either.
I don't got it.
Phoebe, you're
One.
loving on your dad.
Yeah.
Liam, you're trying to save Phoebe and grab her dad.
You got one?
One.
And
Oh,
of
thank
course, the two that I would expect, you see what's going on. And from the corner of the room off to the right, but also upwards, you hear this kind of low, almost snarling sound. But you know that like kind of clicky noise that predators make, that like you hear that coming from behind you to the right and up.
Deacon will immediately swivel gun pointed to get a better look at what's making that noise.
All right, turning your attention to what's making that noise. You see, propped up in the corner, Spider-Man style, got its arms like out like this, holding onto the ceiling, and its feet on the wall, is a xenomorph, kind of. This particular xenomorph is about 14 feet tall, has large leathery wings, it has 4 arms, and its carapace looks much more hardened and almost has like a silvery tint to it that the light catches every now and again. Razor sharp spikes kind of stick off of its body everywhere. Emblazoned on its forehead looks like a branding of some kind, like a corporation branding. As
What
it
the
stares
fuck?
down at you, the predator style 4 things like split open, and it screams as it launches towards everyone. I need everybody to roll a d6 for initiative.
So much for asking if it's soft.
Nope. 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 Nope.
6.
The good news is Darth was the last one to roll and gave me a 3. So the creature is on a 3.
I have a 3.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to scribble all this down. We got 6, Marshall. 5, Kara. Deacon, 1. Phoebe, 2. And Liam, what did you roll?
A 3.
Liam on a 3 with the beast.
Same time. We are the same height. That is neat.
That is all. Marshall Hicks, you and Kara are first. What are you doing?
Tofu just grew the monster.
Did you really?
No way.
As it proceeds to scamper down the wall, this thing doubles in size.
Oh.
Breaking the
Double?
wall.
Like height wise?
Like height, muscles, mass, everything doubles.
28
Jesus
feet.
Christ. Tofu, I'm almost crying from stress, I hope you know.
It's the monster. Wait.
Well, shrink the damn monster.
How tall is the room? We can double it 3 times and explode it? I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, Lord.
loud he
Oh
goes.
Lord, he coming. Yeah.
what do you suppose pissed him off?
It is scampering down. So Marshall Hicks, you are top of the order. What are you doing?
I'm going to continue dragging and moving backwards with one hand, but I will take a shot with the other.
Okay, so
With my,
what I need from you is a ranged combat and agility. Add those two together, roll that many d6s. While you do that, I'm going to roll its defense. Not bad.
It's been a minute. How do the bonuses on weapons work?
That gives you a whatever the bonus is. That's an additional d6.
There you go, Marshall.
to the first roll. Okay. Or it does
Yes.
damage. The damage is what it is, regardless.
Yes.
Oh,
Actually, no. Damage
Is it
is
first
every. So you roll your attack, and every 6 that you get, you can add 1 damage.
two sixes.
Hey.
All right. So what is the base damage of your weapon?
2.
All right. So
Nice.
2. You only needed 1 6 to hit, so you are dealing 3
Course not.
damage.
28 feet tall.
Is that an armor-piercing weapon too? Like, is that relevant to this situation? I don't know.
I mean, it technically would be. Yeah. Is your weapon armor piercing?
I don't believe hers is.
The Magnum revolver? No. I don't
It
think
is not.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up.
No, it's good that you did. Like, these are
Yeah.
things that we need to make sure that we're adding in. All right, so you shoot it, and you see that like some sparks kind of come off of its armor, but when it does hit, some of that iconic green acid blood starts leaking down its armor. That brings
Does
us
the
to
acid
Tara.
blood hurt the armor of the creature?
It does. It looks like there's a hole in it. You definitely shot through the armor. So that brings us to Kara.
I'm doing the same thing as the marshal. With one hand, I'm just attempting to grab hold of anybody who's alive and drag them, and I am probably much less reliably trying to shoot with the other hand because I'm not very good at that. So, ranged combat. I did get 1 6 on top of a base damage of 1,
Okay.
and it is an armor-piercing weapon that I'm using.
Nice. All right. So yeah, your weapon also pierces through the armor, doing a great job. Chat, I'm gonna need a. I'm not sure if they can do that many, so I'm gonna have to roll the attack. But chat, I will need a D6 for what on earth happens. But first, Liam, I'll let
All
you
right.
go before the monster.
Thank you.
Happy to be here, Ray.
Yeah, happy to be here. I'm panicking. Okay. How close am I to this thing?
I'm gonna say that you are about 15 feet away. You'd be close range.
Okay. I imagine I'll follow suit. I'm gonna fire with my bolt gun. The improvised kind of weapon situation. I was trying to look, but I guess it's still ranged. So we'll see if I hit.
All right.
Come on, successes.
Come on.
No successes.
Oh, good try, Liam.
Yeah, Liam's not a
the-
ranged dude.
The bullet just kind of glances off of its armor.
Yeah, so I
Um,
continue trying to drag somebody. I imagine because I took Phoebe up, and then I imagine I have her father pulling.
Yeah. So we've got looks like 2 rolls of 3, so that's cool. Going off of the, oh no, Liam, I'm so sorry. You are 3rd on the list, so this attack is going to be coming at you.
All right,
Ooh.
I got a lot of
Let's
health.
roll some d6s. All right, 2. Got 2 6s. So this creature, for whatever reason, you missing your attack just made this thing irate. And it lunges at you, making the most wild, flailing attack possible. When it does so, it manages to catch you with its razor sharp claws, which are armor piercing, and you take 3 points of damage.
Okay, so I have a resilient feat, where when I take damage, I roll for strength, and whenever I get a 6, I negate one of those damage.
Oh, beautiful.
Roll better than you have been.
Thanks, Tip. I'm doing my best. Come on, 3 6s. Oh, not 3 6s. Come on, no 6s. I got 4 5s.
Keep them coming. Keep them rolls coming.
So I take
No
3
6s.
damage.
What's that put you at? 1?
I have 2 left.
2 left.
I'm a beefy
Beautiful.
boy.
All right, so that is Liam and this monster. So now we're on to Phoebe.
Does Liam still have my dad, or did he drop him? I'm assuming he dropped him because he just got attacked.
I would imagine.
So if that is the case, then she's just gonna try to kind of like go to him and start like with all of her, I don't know, whatever 12-year-old ways, but like with all of her might, just pulling him, like just
I got you, Dad. Roll strength check.
I don't even think. Let me
See if you're actually helping.
Oh.
You ever seen a 12-year-old throw their back out?
Like, I'm freaking out, but like I'm also like, you know, just saw that he fell on the ground. I'm just like trying with all my might. I got one success.
Hell yeah! Somebody can
You
at least
are
succeed.
actually helping.
Yee.
Alrighty. Deacon.
I will charge it, yelling at the top of my lungs, and will fire my 12 gauge at it.
Oh. Semper Fi! All
For
right.
close encounters of the third kind. Your dad's
Endangering species.
3 successes, so I will add 2 damage onto 3 for 5 total.
5 total. Holy
I
mackerel.
wish I could roll 6s.
Have to talk to your dice.
All right. The 12 gauge does, in fact, hit and pierce the armor. You can see more of that acid blood kind of spray out a little bit. Not enough that it's like coming back at you or anything, but it's, you know, definitely did some good damage. It almost kind of takes a step back and makes like a scream.
That's not scary at all.
All right, we are back up to the good Marshall Hicks.
So it's been shot 3 times now,
Yep.
and it's screamed and is the size of this room.
Yep. I see
How-
you've been taking notes.
Have we? Well, I was like, so Kara's dragging someone, I'm dragging someone, Liam's dragging someone, and he charged it. Have those of us dragging and shooting? Are we to the elevator yet?
I think at this point you will be at the elevator.
Cool. So I'm gonna put whatever body on the inside of the elevator, and then I guess I'll stand at the entrance and try and take another shot.
Okay. You turn around and fire away. There you go, a blasting again.
Yeehaw.
If anybody wants to spend channel points to actually help us instead of interrupt, there are options for that.
On that, and you can. That's really
the monster could probably use a heal or two. I mean, that'd be fine.
1-6.
1-6. So your bullet finds home, and more acid blood begins coming out of it. It's definitely losing quite a bit at this point, and to where it's pooled up enough on its shell, its exoskeleton, that it's dripping onto the floor, and all of you can see it starting to melt away where the droplets are landing.
Okay.
Kara.
Fabulous.
Sounds mostly like
Okay.
Corporal's problem.
Yep. So we've got our three survivors plus Phoebe's dad have reached the elevator, and there's 4 more survivors crawling their way. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, during all the screaming and stuff, are they still crawling?
That's a good point.
I mean, they're definitely trying to get away from this thing.
So they might be moving towards the elevator on their own this whole time?
No.
They're closer. They're moving further away.
Yes. The last place they knew was this thing was up in the corner, and now it's on the floor. So they're trying to get out where the exploded wall is.
These are some dumb people.
Yeah.
Panicking, I guess.
Oh, a dark cave seems safe.
I'm gonna dump the guy that I was hauling. Grab, and I'm gonna run back out and grab another one, all the while also trying to shoot the thing with one hand while I try and grab the next guy.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Four,
Is this still ranged combat, or is it moved
Yes.
since? Still ranged? Okay.
Yep.
1 success, so on top of 1 base damage, and it's armor piercing.
Beauty. Looking good. This thing, it definitely looks like it's taken a lot of damage at this point. Like parts of its exoskeleton are actually falling off. The blood is coming out much more rapidly, but it is still coming. Liam.
So Phoebe is now dragging her father. I imagine I've been messed up. Oh no.
Dang, that's cold-blooded.
That's cold-blooded. We need an evil campaign for Chipmunk. Yeah, no, I guess I'll I'll run up close with my cutting torch and see if
Oh
I
no.
can. Yeah. I think when I get up close, Liam yells at Deacon saying, "Get to the elevator," and then starts trying to make slashes with the cutting torch.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. So, Mouse redeemed the Deacon. On your next attack, you will automatically hit. So you're going to roll your dice, and all of the 6s are just straight up bonus damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And I helped.
I'm sorry.
Torch him,
cutting
Liam. Torch him.
Torch him. We're torching here.
Kill it with fire.
Not a single success.
We're going back to
no.
the shooting range, Liam.
Well, it definitely back up. It does not like fire. That's like something that's built into these things, apparently. So you've in effect stopped it in its tracks. However, you've also drawn its attention.
I imagine so.
Stress points. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I imagine I'm stressing.
No, you're just missing an arm.
You just missed it. That'll grow back. I forget all the lovely conditions for stress. So let's take a look.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. If you
actual
push a
rules for
skill
that, I
roll,
just went,
if you push a skill roll, if you fire a burst of full auto, you suffer 1 or more points of damage. You go without sleep, food, or water. You perform a coup de grace. A scientist in your team fails to use the analysis talent. There we go. A member of your own crew attacks you. A person nearby is revealed to be an android, or you encounter certain creatures or locations. So I do feel like everybody is at least running with 1 stress die. Liam is at 2.
I was already at 1 because of the
3
roll, so I'm at 3 now.
ooh. I feel like this is another time that I should have just kept my mouth shut, but
Oh no!
That's
I mean, I
awesome.
could have maybe succeeded on that attack if one of those rolled into a 6. But
True.
Anyway, so this thing. Oh no, that's 3. 3 6s.
3 6s.
And what do we got? 5 and a 4. What is number 4?
Is it me?
Liam, you try to torch cutter this thing. Obviously, it freaks out. It backs up a little bit. It doesn't like that. It reaches around with its spiked scorpion-like tail, knocking the cutter out of your hand and piercing you in the throat. You must make a stamina check.
Oh, so I'm not gonna roll the resilient trait. Stamina, just stamina.
You're still going to roll resilient to prevent the damage.
Okay.
But you still need to roll stamina.
Okay. I'll roll the resilient first. Let's see how much damage we negate, because otherwise it might not matter.
True. We might end up rolling on the critical fail chart.
That's 3 6s.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
So yeah, you managed
No
to
damage.
negate the damage.
Oh,
But this next part will be hilarious if you get
Okay.
0 6s.
So now stamina, just stamina,
Yep,
or is it stamina with the strength?
just stamina. I've got stamina.
I forgot that I'm supposed to have armor on to negate some of this damage.
That's very
That's
true.
no 6s. We're back on our shit.
So yeah, you get stung with this scorpion tail, and your body immediately locks up and falls to the ground.
Oh shit.
This is exactly how they drag people back to their hives.
No.
Fuck.
All
The
right.
armor rating being 6, how does the armor work again?
So what the armor does is you will roll that many d6s, and for each 6 that you roll, it takes away 1 point of damage.
Oh, I'm just gonna roll that for the 3 damage I took earlier. Don't mind me.
Oh, someone's got to reroll.
No 6s.
Yes, someone does have a reroll. So
Yeah,
if you would like to
disgruntled goat.
re-roll that stamina check,
Okay. I'm back on my rolls, Ray.
No.
For those who don't know me, this is me. No 6s.
Oh,
still paralyzed.
no. Thanks for trying, disgruntled goat.
Phoebe. At this point, Liam is no longer helping you. He's actually laying on the floor, but unlike your father, he's not crawling. And
Well-
this alien
Mhm.
has now turned its attention on you.
Oh, snap.
Shit.
I think at that point, just because I realized that I'm freaking out internally, like I reach for that flare that Liam gave me earlier, and I pop it, Like, and I'm kind of like this, like get away from me, get away from me. That's
I
at
love
least
that so much.
at least like for Phoebe, where yeah, her first instinct would do that. Yeah.
It reflects off of its shiny forehead.
Yeah, just-
Pretty.
Fire spouting towards it.
Deacon.
While it's engaged with
Tofu,
Liam,
what'd you do? Oh, Tofu gave a heal to Liam. Liam,
Oh,
you are back to full health.
Oh Lord.
yay! Thank you,
Oh,
Tofu.
is he still paralyzed,
you.
or is he
He is
functional again?
paralyzed.
Shit.
So while the xenomorph was engaged with Liam, I would have taken a look around the room looking for the armor and the smart gun.
Yeah.
Where is it located in relation to me?
Close enough that you could run over and use a slow action to put it on.
I will do so. Screaming at the top of my lungs, trying to grab its attention while also doing so.
All right, let's see what happens. Roll a d6 for me.
3.
All right, it does not follow your screams. It is fixated very, very much so on this flare in front of it. All right, so Deacon is putting on the armor and getting the smart gun, so that brings us back around to Marshall Hicks.
I want you to know in my head, I see like a little chibi girl with a lighter, like swinging it at Godzilla. Like that's
I love that.
all. I'm just like, that's not gonna.
That's not going to work.
The marshal would see what the child is doing and would be like, get to the elevator, what are you doing? And she would take another shot at the alien. So is it it's mostly been wounded in the chest type region?
Yeah, the chest area. Yep, center mass.
And it's shiny on the head, making it seem like it's metal because it's got a plaque or decal on its head. Or
it's a brand, but it's shiny and everything because it's got like a silver tinge to it.
Would my investigator talent be of any use to like judge the best place after this many rounds to shoot?
Yeah, I'll let you do 2 extra dice. I think that's what it is for aiming.
And this is just ranged combat?
Yeah.
And 1 stress, okay. One 6. All those
All right.
dice.
Pow!
1 6.
You fire a very well-placed shot, sure, but it doesn't seem to do enough damage to it. That brings us to Kara.
How many bullets does this gun hold?
I have no idea.
Is it 6 or is it 5?
Let's say 6.
Oh,
Okay, I was like, I'm keeping track. I'm at 3. That's 3.
How far from the lift did Liam get paralyzed?
I'm gonna say 10 feet.
Okay. How far away is Phoebe from the lift, and how far away is the creature?
All of them. Well, no, Phoebe's probably, I'm gonna say like 11. She's just on the other side of Liam. The monster is also 10 feet, but like at an angle.
Okay. Kara's starting to panic. So she just screams at Phoebe, get to the lift, and then she's going to she's waving a fucking flare in the thing's face. Anyway. And against my better judgment as a player, Kara is going to like use both hands, so not even using the gun anymore. She's going to try and grab hold of Liam, and all 5'0" tiny girl that she is going to attempt to drag him towards the lift.
All right, roll a strength check. Don't forget your lovely stress dice.
So my strength, this is what I'm rolling.
Oh no!
This is not good. Okay, we got 1 6, not on the stress die. The stress die is a 5, so I'm good. But I did get 1 6.
Nice. All right, you start dragging Liam in just adrenaline fueled strength. You begin pulling Liam to safety. And as a byproduct, you're stealing its prey.
Oh shit.
So you have taken the attention off of Phoebe.
Oh no. Okay.
Remember, you're
Okay.
wearing combat
So,
armor.
Chat,
That's true,
I'm gonna need a D6 from you. Roll it up.
Remember that we just got to get to Dinkin's next attack. Self assassin.
I'm gonna get torn in
Nope,
half
we
between
got
Kara.
a single 6.
It's me again.
No. No. No.
Oh no.
I'm not allowing anything to change what's about to happen. Okay? I
Oh,
want
shit.
everyone to know that.
Okay.
Kara, you grab hold of Liam. You begin dragging him as quickly as you can. This 28-foot behemoth of a xenomorph gets mad that you're about to steal what could potentially continue its species. It immediately lunges towards you, grabbing you by the shoulders. Its inner mouth shoots out and pierces your skull, immediately ending Kara.
Holy
Oh.
Phoebe, you get splattered with a little bit of gray matter and blood. Liam, your paralyzed body feels and sees Kara's lifeless form fall on top of you.
Not Kara.
Like of everyone that I wanted to live, it was like Phoebe and Kara.
I saw that 6
You agree?
by Darth, and I was like, there it is. Someone just died.
Ooh. Holy shit.
Next on the order would be Phoebe.
No, you don't get to change tone like that. What do you
So,
do?
anyways,
I'm the DM. This stuff's normal to me.
Oh my god. I think I'm just fucking screaming. Like,
yeah, you're being burned by acid.
just literally screaming. That happened. Blood and all that hit me in the face. Like,
Don't forget your stress goes up.
yeah.
I think everybody.
100%.
Yeah, everyone's death of a character, stress goes up.
I'm almost like lost. Like, I think I'm honestly like, so I'm screaming. I'm just flinging the flare out of my hand, and like, it's just straight survival mode, and I'm just kind of like trying to sort of run back to the elevator at this point. Like, I don't even pick up my dad. Like, I'm freaking the fuck out.
I think your dad's in the elevator?
Yeah, he's in the elevator.
Oh, he's in the elevator? Oh, okay. I thought I was still
Good.
dragging him.
No,
Okay.
he got into the elevator.
Okay. All right. Well,
We
yeah.
saved
I'm
3 people.
yeah.
So,
just
all right.
getting
so Phoebe, you're
further
back at
into
the
the
elevator with your
elevator.
dad, who is
Yeah.
still kind of very much out of it.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
no.
don't. That is that's how I imagine Phoebe would completely react in that situation. Damn.
Okay. Well, Deacon, you stand up, fully armored. You like swing the smart gun around.
And I bring pure hellfire down upon this creature. I'm rolling 11 dice.
Yes. This also gets a bonus of +3.
Yeah, I counted that in, and I also
okay.
auto hit, so this is all added on damage too.
Yeah, that's true.
8 damage, armor piercing.
Oh my word. You rip through this thing with its whopping 2 hit points left. You're just shredding the armor as that smart gun just the unfortunate thing is it's not super accurate, so now I need to make a roll here. Okay, that's not bad. As its acid blood sprays around everywhere, Phoebe was fortunate enough to get away, but Liam, you get hit with some acid blood and take 2 points of damage as it begins melting your flesh.
All right. I'll roll the resilience. Well, I can take that panic dice. Roll the resilience and then the armor. That's 2 6s on resilience.
There you go. All right, you take no damage.
It doesn't
You
feel
managed
good,
to
right?
shrug off alien blood of all things. The creature falls onto the floor lifeless. Its acid just eating away the floor under it. And after a few moments, its body just kind of like falls into the hole.
Oy vey.
Deacon will move forward and pick up Liam.
How long am I paralyzed?
The paralyzation lasts until you have. In the book, it says it lasts the entire shift. So basically 1 day.
All right. Well,
2 adults and a child have to drag 4 bodies.
Yes.
there was a loading cart in the elevator, right?
Yeah, there's like one of those little push carts, like a Home Depot push cart.
And there are.
But
8
I will
bodies,
say
right?
that, everybody is able to manage to load up Liam, gather the survivors now that the threat has been neutralized. But the question is, what do you do with Kara?
We can't leave her.
No,
I can't move.
Bring her body with us.
Okay. All of you are able to easily exit the building at this point, and get back to the ship without incident. Ash is patiently awaiting command, or waiting for whatever you guys are going to do, drinking the coffee in the crew station, just like, do, another day in paradise. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Blissfully unaware of anything that has happened.
Yup. I can't move, y'all. Normally, I would do something to move the story forward.
We've made it out of the facility.
And we're back on the ship.
And we're back
Yes.
on the ship.
Yep.
Ash, Marshall, Ash. And I just carry Kara to the med bay.
Ash says, so we done here? We good to continue to the colony? Drop these people off?
He saw Kara dead, right?
Yeah.
It couldn't
Well,
miss her. He's
damn.
forward.
Ash? Ash is in the crew station. He talks through the intercom.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I'm sure as we arrived with bodies, we had to somehow get into suits to drag through a not good environment back to the ship.
I mean, true. But I mean, you did what you had to do. Everybody's all loaded up and safe. Ash is just wondering if y'all are ready.
Deacon hits the intercom, take off. We're
And
done
just
here.
like that, the thrusters power up and the ship leaves what I say? Akira
K3J.
K3J.
Mhm.
Yeah. Akira K3J becomes nothing but a speck in the rearview mirror as the ship heads to the colony planet. And that is where we bring our episode to a close. Thank you so much, you amazing players. I loved every minute of it. And thank you to the chat. You all have been wild. If you show up every time we play, which this is not a typical Sunday for us. This was our season finale, so it was also a little bit longer. But if you show up, use your chat roles the same way. We can have some fun, some chaos, get those points in there, and torment the players. I think it's fun. But thank you all very much, and we'll see you all next month with Alien the Tabletop RPG. Bye!